I don't know how to start this video. I've been going through a lot of reflection and self-doubt and what am I doing with this channel? Is it worth it? Should I quit? I think a lot of you that also are creators can relate to this, and I think that I thought that a good way to tell where I started and how far I've come is to go back and look at one of my old videos, and in particular my very first vlog on this channel. You know, I have over 4,200 subscribers, which blows my mind, and at the time I made this vlog, I think I had maybe like 11 or 15 subscribers. So the fact that anybody would subscribe after they watch this, probably most of you who have subscribed haven't watched this vlog. I don't know what I'm getting into. I know it's pretty bad. I don't remember exactly how bad it is, but I thought, you know, show you guys. I posted this. Okay, so currently has 73 views, all right? Death Valley, March 23rd, 2016. This was the first vlog I ever made. I apologize. Hopefully we can all learn something from this.
Apparently there's a super bloom. Super bloom. Death Valley super bloom. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday.
So right off the bat, you can tell what a witty, whimsical guy I am with that intro. No mention of where we're going, just an attempt at doing a silly voice. Not much of a hook right away. You're kind of like, this guy's driving, he looks old, and I don't get the reference to the monster truck thing because I don't watch TV anymore. I watch YouTube, and they don't show commercials for monster truck rallies. I know coming up there's like, I think a really long driving time lapse. Yeah. This music is really terrible too. The idea of holding the camera still while doing a time lapse had not occurred to me yet, so it's like sliding all over the place. Meanwhile, there's like, feels like 20 minutes of time lapse going on here of driving. It's beautiful. The camera I'm using is not that great. It was a, what was it? It was a Coolpix, Nikon Coolpix 130 or something like that, bought in like 2010. And the lens was really scratched up, so everything kind of looks like it has a foggy haze to it. I think we can skip forward a little bit because this time lapse is like 30 second time lapse of driving out to Death Valley. Okay, here we go. Shaky camera footage. Nice hand. Of course you can see the editing not on point at all. Why cut out the hand? Why cut the fingers out? Those are necessary.
Well, we're here in Death Valley. Just paid for our pass. Now we're going to drive to the place where we're staying.
So something I've been trying to work on a lot ever since I made this video 2.5 years ago was giving more information. So I didn't mention what the pass was that we needed to get in Death Valley. I didn't mention the cost of it. I didn't mention how long the drive was from LA. Those are things that I have improved somewhat.
And I'm a little disappointed because I thought we're going to...
Can already see that I'm trying to think of something funny to say when I took that long ass pause that I didn't edit out.
Death Valley, and I might run into Martin Lawrence.
Death Valley. Not deaf like can't hear deaf, deaf like DEF, Martin Lawrence. That is such an obscure 90s reference to Def Comedy Jam, which Martin Lawrence, who most of you probably don't even remember, was on Def Comedy Jam a lot. He got like a show on Fox, the Martin Show. What the hell was it called? It was just called Martin. Terrible 90s reference. That's not even that funny. I'm gonna run into Martin Lawrence in Death Valley. I wish I could say that my jokes have gotten better since this, but for the most part, I don't think they have. I just cut them out more often now.
But apparently that's not gonna happen. So
more driving. More driving. Shaky. The old spin around in a circle till the viewer vomits shot. It's like, hey, I just stumbled out of the car. Let me just spin around in a circle and film everything I see. No concept of like slight movement with the camera. Don't mind me, I'm spinning around in a circle. I'm twirling. So I didn't do a good enough job of explaining. There's a sign that says where sea level is, and then because the salt flats, the Badwater salt flats in Death Valley, I think they're the lowest point in North America. I may address that coming up, I don't remember, but they're low. So that gives you a marker to know how far below sea level you are. But of course, there's no need to give information, right? I'm just so witty and funny. I'll get by on my charm and my looks. That's probably what I was thinking.
Maybe take some salt and sprinkle it on our beef later. Give us some salted beef.
I ended up going vegan, I think, a few months after this, so salted beef, a delicious treat. That would be something I would probably cut out if I made this video today. That would probably be a stupid ass line that I cut out. I don't know how it's possible, but I feel like I look older in this video than I look right now. I don't know.
Delicious treat. Or salted lizard, whatever we can find. Just realized that I forgot my sunglasses, which is unfortunate.
The music selection.
I've also been informed by my tour guide that this is the lowest point in North America.
How do you like that low angle? Look at that double chin. It's like I'm H3 rock showing off that double chin there. The lowest angle possible. The worst angle ever. Hey guys, I'd like to show you the salt flats and this salt and pepper double chin beard that you're looking at. Let me know if you see any whiteheads down there that I can pop. God.
Forgot to mention that. It's the lowest point in North America. Most people don't know the reason why.
I have now discovered that when I say stuff like that, not all the time, but I know for a fact coming up I'm going to make another dumb joke. Because I said most people don't realize, and then it gives me time to think of something. I don't even know if I thought it was funny at the time, to be honest, guys. Oh boy, this is painful.
Is because it was settled by a little known explorer by the name of Little John, or Lil John. And the reason why it's so low here is when Lil John settled it, he repeatedly sang, "Get low."
It's painful, guys. I don't know what else to say other than I wish my jokes have gotten better. They may have gotten better than that one. That one was pretty stupid. Another spin around in a circle, but this time we're gonna speed it up, okay? That's great insight, guys. A lot of salt.
I guess we know why Death Valley has high blood pressure.
Guys, if you have made it this far into this video, I apologize because this is more painful for me than it is for you, believe me. But hey, you gotta start somewhere, right? If this doesn't give some of you hope that you too can have a successful YouTube channel, not saying I'm successful, but we all start somewhere, right? I didn't know what the hell I was doing. The music, I remember I got off the YouTube audio library, so that's why I was like, oh, this is good stuff. Now it's like, oh, this song. I ended up using this song for my original intro, which I didn't have on this video. I ended up making after this video. I thought I had to have an intro. It was very retro-y style. Oh yes, this shot. Okay, so I used to think that the camera had like this thin strap on it, And I used to think, oh, that's such a cool shot to like dangle the camera down next to my foot as I was walking and then like swing it back and forth with each step. I was like, I'm a cinematic genius. That's such a brilliant shot.
Natural bridge hike. It's only a mile, and it's supposed to be okay. Actually,
What a
I don't know
shocker.
anything about it, so I don't know what it's supposed to be.
I don't know anything about it.
What is it
What
supposed to be?
a shocker. Again, no information. Natural bridge hike.
It's a natural bridge to somewhere. So, what I'm going to do for the rest of this hike is
No shit.
keep the camera on me. You
Nice
need to
low
worry about
angle.
The beauty of the natural scenery. And I'm just going to take some long dramatic pauses to narrate with every step what I see. Oh, look at that. A bald eagle. You wouldn't have found that interesting. It's tucking its baby into a nest.
Again, attempt at humor, guys. A bald man pretending to see a bald eagle. I don't even know if they have bald eagles in Death Valley. Probably not. But I'm grasping at straws here. You can tell I'm grasping at straws. I feel like I'm trying way too hard. Instead of documenting like the trip or the journey or the experience, it's like way too much about my dumbass for sure.
Putting them to bed for the night almost brings a tear to my eye.
Hey, a locked off time lapse. Look at that. Of walking.
So it looks like this is the natural bridge. I'm filming. I don't know if you know. Looks like a mic.
I like how I did not show the natural bridge really at all. Like I didn't get it except for that one angle, and then me obstructing it. Like, oh, there's the natural bridge. Yeah, we hiked here. That's it. I could have like at least just shot it locked off, like still no movement, like showing it in all its glory. But no, I had to put my face in there. I had to insert my face into the shot. Oh boy. Did not explain that that was a dry waterfall. So we went a little bit off trail here, up this canyon a little bit. That was actually pretty cool. We didn't go too far back into the canyon, but that was fun. The old zoom and boom and shaky. A lot of shaky. Wow.
Just stopping, take a break, enjoy the super bloom that we're seeing right here. This is actually the heart of the super bloom.
So again, editing, terrible. Cut stuff out, man. There's nothing wrong with cutting stuff out. If I had edited this video like the way I edit my stuff now, it probably would have been, instead of 9.5 minutes, it probably would have been like 3 minutes. There's so much extraneous footage. So one good thing is my editing has definitely gotten better. Camera work has gotten better. Editing's gotten better. I try to give more information. So those are 3 improvements that I see. I think I'm about to talk about, I'm going to skip forward a little bit, talk about the fact that, be sarcastic about the super bloom, because we went out to Death Valley because there was a super bloom, so there was a lot of wildflowers growing in Death Valley due to, I guess we got a lot of rain that winter or something like that. So unfortunately, that by the time we made it out there, the wind had come through and killed a lot of the flowers. So me being sarcastic, talking about the super bloom, because there wasn't one. There's a few flowers left, but it wasn't like a super bloom, like an overabundance of flowers.
So here we are, Dante's View. You can see the salt flats down there.
Spinning around. See?
A lot of people don't know that.
A lot of people don't know. You know what that means? That's a trigger phrase, guys. That means dumb joke coming soon.
The salt flats are actually man-made. They were trying to set the record for the world's largest French fry back in the 1800s, and they figured they would need a lot of salt. but
The salt flats are man-made.
unfortunately they couldn't find a
and
potato
they
that
were
big,
trying to.
so.
What the hell is wrong with me? I don't know, guys. I have a problem with saying dumb shit. I don't know if you guys have realized that yet. So we did see some flowers, but it wasn't like the abundance. You could tell they're kind of not wilted, but they're blown out a little bit. They're not in full bloom. But I wasn't really doing macro shots back then, so yeah. Yeah, something else I've improved on is more macro shots. See, I should have talked about these fish. Those fish are pretty cool. They're actually saltwater fish in the middle of the desert. They're called pupfish. And it's a pretty unique thing to have a saltwater fish in a landlocked area in the middle of the desert.
Really fascinating saltwater fish.
Oh, I did
middle
talk
of
about
the
it
desert.
a little bit.
It was kind of
Don't bother cutting out the pauses, master editor.
it was really cool to see. The water is more has more salt in it than the ocean.
I actually presented a fact. Enlightening. That looks cool. I just wish it wasn't so blown out. All right. Wow. So that was painful. If you made it through all of that, I really appreciate it. If you've seen any of my recent vlogs, my last two videos were not vlogs, but if you've seen any of my recent vlogs, I think the last vlog I did was the Leo Carrillo caves. I pray to God that you can see an improvement and a difference. I myself can see. Okay, it's not just having a better camera, but it's actually better camera skills. It's better presentation to the camera, better editing, giving more facts about the surroundings, describing the experience a little bit better. I still throw in the occasional bad joke, but you know what? That's just my personality. I definitely am more selective in the bad jokes that I let get through the edit for sure. I try to cut out more of my pauses, my ums, and stuff like that. It's good to see this because it's good to know where I started from. At this point, it has two thumbs up and 73 views 2.5 years later. That's hilarious. At this point, I had like maybe 10 or 11 subscribers. So a year later, after posting infrequently, I ended up having 400 and something subscribers. And for the last year, since last August, I've been posting at least 2 videos a week for an entire year. And last August, I hit 1,000 subscribers, and now I'm at 4,200. So I gained over 3,000 subscribers in a year, posting twice a week. And I would say, if anybody's still watching this, what I've learned, the most important things about YouTube are consistency, always trying to improve. I mean, those are the two most important things, consistency and trying to improve. In the beginning, for me, I put out a lot of crappy videos because I just thought I need to upload a lot, but I wasn't really striving to improve. They kind of stayed at a certain level, and my subscribers and views kind of stayed at that same level. It wasn't until I researched more into how to make good thumbnails, how to write better titles, tags and descriptions, the importance of those, optimizing your videos for search, they call it SEO, learning that whole, I didn't know anything about SEO. And sometimes my thumbnails still aren't that great, but the SEO thing, when I started, I thought what was holding me back was I just needed to be able to share my videos to more people, right? And I think a lot of people when they start out think that that's their problem. If they could just find more places to share it, more Reddits, more subreddits, or more platforms, Facebook, Twitter, whatever, if they could get it out there, get somebody to retweet it or like it, that would push their views over the top. For me, my first video I would say that popped was this one on the Malibu Grotto, and that was SEO. You know, people were searching it. It's a popular, but it's not like overly well known in LA. A lot of people are curious about it because it's a kind of a unique hike in LA, and I ended up getting the first search result for that spot. So optimizing for search and suggested, those SEO things are key. The tags and descriptions and titles, just constantly improving. getting better with the camera, learning more about structuring shots, learning more about telling a story, giving information. Like, you know, I'm not really someone who, when I hear business, when I hear like marketing stuff, like my brain turns off automatically. So when I hear phrases like value proposition, like my brain's like, la 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 la, I don't want to deal with that, right? But really, I had to realize my value proposition is not, people are not watching me for comedy, right? They're watching me for cool places and cool things to do and information about these places that I'm going, right? So I had to get accustomed to giving information that would be valuable to people that want to go to the places that I'm going, instead of filling 9 minutes with a bunch of bad jokes and no information, right? Which is obviously what we saw in this. So the other thing is consistency. I didn't see a lot of growth in the beginning because there would be times when I wouldn't post for like 2 or 3 weeks, you know? I would do once a month maybe, and that's just not enough. The algorithm is like, what I've learned about the YouTube algorithm is it operates in like 1 week chunks. So if someone has one of your videos in their watch history in the last 7 days, the algorithm will recommend, if you upload a video within the next 7 days, the algorithm will recommend that video, or is more likely to recommend that video to someone who has you in their watch history, even if that person is not subscribed to your channel. So that's why they say, at the bare minimum, once a week uploads, right? And ideally, what a lot of people say is three times a week. I don't know if that's changed now, but you know, about 9 months ago, I learned it was 3 times a week. I have, on occasion, been able to get 3 videos out a week, but mostly it's been 2 videos a week, at least 2 videos a week for the last year. And like I said, that's been my biggest period of growth, has been, you know, over 3,000 subscribers in the last year. It's really eye-opening, you know, because when you think about quitting, or you get frustrated, like I was getting frustrated with what I was making or what I was doing or where I was going, you know, it's eye-opening and humbling to see where I started and to see how far I've come. It really blows my mind to see some of the stuff I'm making now compared to this. And everyone's early videos are terrible. But the key for me has been always trying to get better. You know, there's always room for improvement. As good as you are, as good as you think you are, you have to look at your stuff objectively. And I think that even if you're not a YouTuber or a creator, it really applies to anything you do in life, you know? Constantly trying to get better. And there's always room to grow as a person, to be a better person, to be a better father, husband, brother, whatever, right? Whatever you do, to be better at your job, whatever it is, to be better in the gym, to be better if you play a sport, right? There's always room to improve because nobody's perfect. And so those are the 2 biggest things I've learned. And I don't know, I hope some of you made it to the end of this video. I'm not going to quit YouTube because I see how far I've come. And, you know, I was checking Social Blade. Social Blade's a site where it gives you like future projections on your subscribers and stuff like that. And I don't know how accurate those projections are, but it's saying like, I guess if the current pattern of subscribers holds, in 2.5 years, I'll hit 100,000 subscribers. Now, that may or may not be the case. You know, if a bunch of people unsubscribe after this video, perhaps, but or maybe I get a viral video and I get a bunch of subscribers in one go. But I don't know. Seeing that projection gave me some hope. Like, if I bust my ass and keep doing what I'm doing for 2.5 years, like, yeah, 100,000. Like, that's like really an amazing thing to strive for. And you know what? I'm not going to quit because I see how far I've come. I still have room to grow, and I'm sure I can hit 100,000 subscribers or more even. So I don't know, man. I tell people that if I can do YouTube, anybody can do YouTube, because you see how I started out. I didn't know anything about SEO, videography, vlogging. I didn't even know what really what a vlog was before I made this. I had a vague idea of it. I had seen some vloggers, but more videos coming. If this is your first time on my channel and you made it all the way to the end of this video, wow. Why not subscribe? Because usually my videos are a lot more action-packed than this. Thanks for sticking around. Hit that subscribe button. I'll see you in the next video. Get out there, find your adventure, and be infamous.
Infamous.